You have two happy clouds, and there's other happy cloud, and there's other happy cloud. There you are, you see? That's the way you paint. I will never fill what I see there, because that is gone. The minute of the day is already finished. That's behind us. The wind has blown it away. The trees are bending in that moment. So try to understand this whole thing. You create now. And that is your own dream and your own creation, whatever you will do. You know, you can use a big brush. It's easier. It is faster. It got to be fast. Don't fiddle around for hours. Because creative power, you cannot hold too long. See, I just do it. Blend it in, make it fluffy, make it cloudy. There you are. There you are. See? Error! And talk to yourself. Tell yourself you are wonderful. Then you get that almighty swing that has to... There is so much power in a human being if you just ask for that. I can do it the other way around. I could say, oh, here's a lousy painting, I put a lousy cloud on there, and I fiddle around and noodle around, and oh, I hate that thing. Powerful! You live now. It's always awful when you went to a restaurant and the waitress comes up to you and she is dozing. Oh, it was a, hey, are you still sleeping? Can't you wake up? What's wrong with you? See, and that colors off. And that's the same thing with the painting here. It drives you nuts if you make it... then you hang up a lousy painting in a lousy home. I make a happy painting, and happy paintings come into a happy home. Okay, now I will go on and paint some kind of a blue and alizarin crimson in the back there, the colors blue and alizarin crimson. See, and now you can see, just distance background. There's a distance background. Make it stand up. See, I don't go in for little details there. There's far away dune, blue yonder, blue yonder, blue and alizarin crimson. Beautiful colors. See? What I do really here, I want to be the greatest teacher on earth. The greatest teacher ever lived. And I want to teach common sense. I don't want to teach baloney. There is so much baloney in the art world that is too much sometimes. And I feel insulted when a guy comes up and he really cleans his shoes on the canvas and he will tell you that's the way to do it. It drives me nuts. And I hope I can straighten out with those kind of guys. This is what you're doing. You make a happy painting, it's common sense, it doesn't give you any headaches. See, if I want here some insight, I go in with the light again. Take a look on this. That's a beautiful thing. See there, look. See, that means I get a bit of atmosphere in there. But all that will be covered up with trees again. But I tell you, this is a teaching idea, and I would like to do that when I'm finished. At least I know you get so much out of that painting. That is the whole idea. That's the whole idea. So now we fire off with whatever's in the foreground, a touch of yellow, just a touch of yellow in there, but not too hard. Don't do it too hard. That's far away. And always use that almighty brush, that big brush, bit more white, bit more white, bit more white. See? Use that almighty brush. You hear me talking. To me, whatever I touch is almighty. Home, when I use my shovel, you could talk to my wife. She would say, Bill, he gets his almighty shovel again. And it makes me almighty pond. And the fish are almighty in that pond, and they are happy. I got happy fish in a happy pond. And I have happy ducks in my happy duck pond. Mallets are not too nice. I'm sorry, I shouldn't talk like that. I have to change my ducks, because they don't talk to me. I do so much for them, and they don't talk back. Okay. Now the next step, the a flowerful field. You use a bit dark first. Let me use a touch of dark first. You can use another little brush. I use green, and alizarin crimson, sap green. Take a good look how I messed up my brush. You need dark in order to show light, see? And start off wherever you think, from the bottom up, see? What I do, I just mess up the canvas. What I do now, that's underneath, the grass and the flowers are on top and they hang on top round. So that's what I aim for right now. See, on this side the same. See what I create? I create a depth. Everything dark gets forwards, and everything in the clouds bigger is forwards. And far away, you see the little clouds far away, the lemon far away. That gives you perspective. There's perspective. It's not only in the land, it's in the clouds, that's in the sky, that's in whatever. You paint a little box, you know, it's perspective. If you see it right, then it becomes so easy. There's no problem there. Can you see already, by having it darker here, it's an illusion. We always have this, the dumb straight canvas. I wish we would have a canvas with a big hole in there. Then we could paint far away in there. But it is not. We have to make it look deep. And then that is why we have to create illusions. Almighty illusions. Okay. Almighty illusions. Now on the road, see, I add already a bit other colors in, so this can pop up a little bit pale green, or kind of a turquoise color in there. See, a different type of a green. On the happy road, I can use a little bit of Van Dyke brown. You see, it's an odd color. Van Dyke brown is dirt. Think about it. The road is a dirty road. Why not put dirt in if you have a dirty road? So it makes so much sense if you think in the right direction. Okay. Now we have done that. The next step is I will create that happy road coming out there. The happy road coming out there. Whatever we have it there, just fire it in like this. Perspective right. Let the colors break. See, that's beautiful when it breaks on you, because this particular paint I use, it will break on you. You cannot use a soupy paint. If you ever try that, don't even try it. I know already it will not work for you. This is it's an almighty technique. You cannot, there's a certain paint will break. And I always go out to buy the paint what breaks. You can go wider this way. See, as wider you get, as more perspective you show. Okay. See, the next step is I will put some happy birch trees on there. Alizarin crimson. Maybe here far away is one happy little birch tree. Stand up like this. And on the other side is the other happy little birch tree. Stand up like this. You know, birch trees, they are very much in the family. They come in a bundle, more or less, on the roads or wherever you see the little ones all around there. See? Oh, maybe here we put the bigger one on already. The bigger birch tree. We can have it crooked, straight, whatever. See? And as you come forward, make them bigger, then your perspective right. It is very easy if you try to understand how you make perspective paintings, how you make depth. It is very easy if you get to understand it right. Everything you make bigger in the front automatically has more color, has more power, and it appears closer. Maybe I just make here one more. I don't have to make the same trees I have there. You don't need that. You can make 10 more if you want, but you can make this. here I want to show you dead on how you make those trees. Now take a good look on how I use my knife in order to make the birch bark. You see? Yeah. Okay. See? Make it thinner, thinner and slimmer. Look how fine the lines are on top already. And you don't worry about a bit bigger here, because if you watch the trees, you see bark hanging around, and we used to use the birch bark for fire. We started fire. I shouldn't talk about it because kids might start fire now. Birch bark is just burns like gasoline. You take it off. Now I will show you how we get the birch trees, how we get the... I will add maybe a little touch of alizarin crimson into that, just as you have some little bit of reddish streaks. Reddish streaks. And look, now I pull... Let's start it here. Maybe we can make a good close-up and take a good look on this idea here. See, I go... The light is coming from this side, and the tree is dark, and it is wet, and I start from the light and go over to the dark. See, from the light over to the dark, and pull it. See, pull it nice. See? Pull it. It gives you that pull. See? Pull it. Pull it. Pull it. See? You can pull it more. Can you see already the round movement is going around like this? This is what I want you to learn. Now, let me show you some other tricks. Sometimes, I don't know what it is, it's the heat or so, it doesn't pull. In this case, it didn't pull there. I could pull it with the knife, but I give you a little idea how I can do it. Use your fan brush like this, and take a good look on this. Then I go and pull it with the fan brush, just over a little bit, you see? Pull it with the fan brush over. There, you see? Now, that is something. Now, you girls, you will like me. Isn't that fantastic? And leave it uneven. That's the birch tree is uneven. And if you want to pull it back, you can go the other way around and pull the black forwards again, you know. It can be reversed. If you feel you have too much, then I pull it back. That is like rubber that paint, and you have it done. So, okay. Now we will go on and show the other birch tree. See? I like to pull it down with the knife right away. It's just easier. You pull it right with the knife. It makes a real beautiful birch tree. And here you can show a little bit too. See, as further you go, it gets smaller, smaller. You just, in here too. And so, now you can see now, automatically already you wander and the road is wider, the trees are higher, trees getting smaller, and if you want, you can have, there's a really small trees going up there, see? Okay. Now the next step, you can put some happy branches on that thing there if you want to, and you can pull little red, use alizarin crimson in your brush, and you use this kind of a line. They're young birch trees on the side of the tree. Birch trees, they come like that. If you really watch that right, then you will see that the young birch trees, they look first like reddish. You see here's a clump. Oh, we will finish that up like that, and we use it right for the branches. You see, always cover up whatever you think is not right. There you go. See, come up like this, and here you just want to branch down like this. You don't have to be always up. Branches are down and forward and back and broken and cracked and whatever. Then you do it the right way. See? I wish I had a bit more time to show you a bit more, but we don't have it, and we never get it, and we have to live with that. So this is why I have to sometimes make a little bit shortcuts. I cannot show you all I really would love to do. Okay, here a couple little ones, and here, and here. So that's fine. Now, you use your 1-inch brush, and you create a bit of phthalo green, maybe a bit of sap green, and yellow. You wonder where the yellow went. Here you put in kind of a, you judge yourself what you want, but the brush is full of paint. The brush, look, I just load up and I mix here kind of a heavy whatever there, you see. And again, see that brush is like a shoe this way, right? Here. See, now I fire in a couple birch tree branches, some leaves and whatever is there, but make it loose, make it hang there, lazy if you want. See, you can cut it down there. See, look at that. Works wonderful. Here you have a couple more in the back. Here you have a couple more in the back. Here, see. Then you got the perspective feeling into that, and here you fire in like you come forward. See, there you are. Oh, there. Show them the power if you come forward. See? Okay, now you put the flowers on the field. You put the flowers on the field. Kind of a happy red, you see, and that's it. See, there, look at that. There's happy flowers on the field. Now there you can do, if you have lots of time, you can do lots of things you want here into the fields. I just show you roughly how you do it. That's all it is. That's the whole idea about that TV series here. See, if I don't finish it sometime, don't cry. You finish it yourself. Because then you know the power of yourself. Okay. See, now I put the happy little house in there. A happy little house in there. Oh, what we have there, maybe you just look underneath first. See, you have that underneath the roof first. Start off like that, and then fire it right down like this. See, there you are. And then fire in the roof. You can have it in red and all kinds of other colors, whatever you want. See, fire in a happy little roof there. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? See, and then you fire in underneath the stalk there. Fire it in like this. See? And then you fire another little roof hanging up there. See, here we say there's just a happy little woodshed they have on that house. A happy little woodshed. See? And now you go underneath that woodshed and make it darker there too. See? Look at that, how fast you get forward, and it gets happier and fresher as you are on living. See? Put a little bit of a gable on there. See, both ways, this way. Here a little bit of a thing, and maybe you put a little bit of light in there. So that's fine. Then cut in a happy little door. There. See, and you put the happy little chimney up there. See, and the guy, he can fry his ham and eggs, but he's not living there anymore. He was drunk. He drunk himself. He was tired, and he started getting on that lousy butter, and that killed him. Now, see, then you put a little bit of happy growth on here. See, whatever in colors, in yellow, whatever you want. See. There you are. Maybe I use a little bit of yellow, lighter color there, just to brighten it up. I do not have to put that road in from the house if you want. You can. It just happened on this particular painting. It's overgrown. See? The guy, I told you he is dead. That's overgrown. There. See? And now what the devil? What the devil? You see, all of a sudden you can say that painting is more or less done. But you did rush me. I cannot forgive you there. You did rush me. So what more can you do now? You can add a little bit of dark in there, in between there. You can add a little bit more dark, and that's all it is. I thank you for watching me. Bye-bye.
In response to overwhelming viewer requests, KOCE has prepared a personal guide to Bill Alexander.
KUHT, Houston Public Television.
Hi, the desert. The desert, when the desert blooms, when the desert blooms. It's a wonderful thing. You know, you have to, again, brainwash yourself. You have to put yourself in that almighty mood, whatever you want to see. The desert dead, the desert in bloom, the desert in what? In the sunset, in the sunrise, in the hot middle day sun. You sit under the tree and you're hiding, and the snakes are hiding, everything. So you got to really live with that painting again. So I will paint again a side move of the sun. It's always nice to have a side move of the sun. And then you find yourself far better. Again, the magic white is on. It's wet, it's on. I always want to save that little bit of time. So then I have time enough to dream it up and get my own way, my own house in order. And now I think I am in order. Okay, what kind of a sky? Maybe a little bit of a turquoise sky, kind of a phthalo green sky, phthalo green. See how my palette. Oh, I tell you, my palette. My palette is the best palette in the world. Listen to me, only to me. Phthalo green and a touch of blue with it, and you fire in like this, and on that wet background it makes it nice. It slides and slips and so and so and so. Look at that, look at that. Give me already kind of a desert sky. Make it light on the back, so automatically I created a depth. Fine, fine, fine. Now you clean your brush again. Make sure you don't have any painting on the brush. And hypnotize the whole thing from the light into the dark, from the light into the dark, from the light into the dark. Then you don't have to wash so much brush. Not so much brush washing to do. See? If you want, you can make it dead on, but if you want to leave little movements, I always like to have little movements in the sky. It gives you, or it does something to me, but you don't have to. You can leave it just like glass in the corner. Fine, fine. Sun is coming from that side, and maybe I pull in a touch of red. But watch this here. Touch of red. White is on the canvas, but look how thin. I just feather it in. I just feather it in. Look at that. I feather it in. Ah, don't you ever paint it in? Just a little bit of that vibration of the heat from the earth against the sky, and that red would do it. But if you put too much red on, you had it. Ah, don't do that, please. Just and brush it into the top and forget it. Don't you ever go down. See, if I go down, now watch how it looks. See the dirt there? That's what you would get if you go down again. This whole philosophy, wet and wet, is always a one-way street. You only start off from the light and you move into the dark and finish. Wash your brush. Always wash your brush. Don't you ever come back, because then you ruin what you have built up. And the dry brush, if you want, put it on your skin, and if you see it is dry enough, then it's no problem. But you see that little bit of red, you can have a bit more if you want to. But I think that's good enough what I did there. Now I will have far-away land movements. I will not show mountains in this particular painting. I will just see the rolling hills somewhere, somehow, maybe we use the same colors. See the same colors here, what I picked up on the sky, the same sky colors. See, and that's good enough, just the same sky colors. See, oh, it's too dark already. But then white is on the canvas, I'm mixing there, see. But look, I'm very careful with my colors. You can go up, and when you go up, that means you put more white in. Not that you put more white in from the palette, but more white from the canvas into the brush. Wet and wet, always you paint with what you got on the canvas. See, have maybe a hill there, maybe I go a bit higher, then I get a bit lighter, something like this. And maybe here a bit of a movement, far away, far away. Far away places. Oh, that's good, that's good. And you come down here, you come down here. See, already that's too dark. See, wash your brush, and take it off this way. See, I just take it off with a clean brush. But not much paint on. If you have too much paint on, you are in trouble. There you are. Again, every time you paint, try to find a new land. I brush it all into nothing, see, and then you overlap. This is the whole philosophy. What you're really doing, you overlap all the time for a new land in the front. And naturally, I would go a touch darker. I will use the same colors. Watch how I take it off again. Here's like what I got there. Hardly, there's no paint on. I never go into that big hunk of paint. Just what I got there on the palette. Maybe I add a touch of alizarin crimson now to it. Alizarin crimson to the whole thing. That means a little bit of a bit of reddish colors popping up all of a sudden. You see, like alizarin crimson and blue. Now you form your little world, whatever you want. You can overlap it there and come down like this, or like this, or like this, or like whatever. Whatever, see? But brush it out and come forwards again, see? There. See, I just create a background there. Okay, brush it out into yonder. A clean brush again. A clean brush again. See, now with a clean brush, into the light, and then you go up. Wherever you need a bit more light, you can have it there.